Ms. Christine G, and I am going to be going over the assignment in Module 2, and you can get to the learning modules and then through that course menu and then go into Module 2. And here are some activities you'll be doing in Zybooks and the challenge activities, and then here is where you will submit your assignment after you've completed it, and here are the instructions, so the scenario and task prompt. So you will want to review this information, and you'll notice that there is data right here on real estate county data, and that's going to be a spreadsheet, and then here you have a template that's going to be a Word document that you're going to fill out the information on the prompt for this assignment. So all of these questions that you're asking, that the prompt is asking. So first thing is generating a simple random sample of 30 from the data. So you're going to pick a region from this data set and then randomly generate 30 data points from that particular region. So what I am going to do is give you some tips on how to do things, but this is going to be a different data set. So this is not the data set that you're going to be using. This is just to illustrate how it works. So here, what you could do, and there are different ways to do this, but you could generate random numbers between 0 and 1. And right here, that generated a random number for us. And then I pull the right corner where you can see that square at the bottom, and then I have all these random numbers generated. And then my next move would be to select the data, go in here under the sort and do a custom sort. And I'm going to sort it by the column that is called random. And I'm not going to do it right now, but that will sort it properly. And I'm going to cancel it. And it would put these in order. So this 0.275 would stay with this data and put it all in order. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to want to select the first 30 data points. And you can figure out where that is by going like this and selecting one of the variables, and you can see the count here is 11. So you'll want that to go up to 30. Of course, I have a smaller data set, so you won't want to do that. So I won't want to do that. So now I'm going to clear that column out, and then you'll notice you're asked to get the mean, median, standard deviation, and median list pricing and median square foot values. So you want to do that with your data. I'll just do, let's see, mean and median. I'll just do a couple. And this you will learn through the activities in Zybooks that you're doing. So if I wanted to do it for the heart disease death rate per 100,000, I would take these numbers and then get that mean. And then to get the median, I always put the equal sign and then whatever the function is. Okay, and then I'd do these, and then and so on. And I would do that, and the functions are all in the ZBooks, so and standard deviation and all of that. So you'll want to check that out and write down those formulas. So, and then you also want to do it for the other data. So remember to do it for the median square foot variables as well. So, And then you're going to compare it to the national statistics and graph, and you'll have that document, and then you'll be explaining some information, and then creating a scatter plot. So for the scatter plot, we're going to use that. This would be our independent variable, which is x, and then this is going to be our y variable. And all I do, and I'm on a Mac, so yours may look a little bit different, but from here I go to insert, and then I go to the scatter plot, and then I have this comes up, a nice scatter plot of the data points that I selected. And then I would want you to add, the chart title. We would put, let me see, let me grab it from here and put it in here. So we know. And you're going to be taking, screenshots and putting this into the Word document template. And then you'll also want label for your x-axis. So that would be the percent of calories from animal protein. And then, let's see, we're going to have to go into chart design, and then over here where we're adding elements, so axis primary, horizontal, and oops, I didn't see that come up. So axis titles, primary, horizontal, there we go. And so then I'm going to be pasting that in here, and then also doing it over here. Now, one of the things that the prompt does ask you for is to do a trend line on this. So the trend line shows basically the pattern that's going on in the graph. And we can see as the percent of calories from animal protein increases, so does the death rate from heart disease. So this looks like it's going uphill, so this would be a positive correlation. So let's see, format plot area, and let's see if we can get to a trend line. Let's see. We will want to, let's see, format major grid lines, and let's see if we can get to it through here. Trend line. Okay, over here it is. So we do a linear one, and then we can see it over here. And then what I do is I grab this trend line. So I selected it, double click on it, and then let's see if it has, see. So it says format trend line, and we've got the width, transparency, and let's see what this says here. And then we want to display the equation on the chart. So there, we got that. And there are other ways that you can do this. So you could have, we could have calculated the slope, intercept, the slope estimate, and then the y-intercept estimate also. And let's see, I'm just going to make this bigger because it will be easier for us to see it. So you could have calculated these separately in the spreadsheet, and either way it's fine if you do it by selecting the equation or doing it in Excel with the functions to get those. So now the next thing I'm going to do is you're asked to calculate, if you're given a certain amount of square footage, calculate what what price you would list that house at. And for this, what we could do is we could put in, so if we thought that, we can't see, this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but somehow I lost, and you'll need the labels down here of the numbers, and I clicked something that made me lose it. So let me see if I can get that back. And chart design, okay, and then data labels. So let me see. Hello. Oh, nope, I didn't need that. Data labels, so none. And then let's see, axis, primary horizontal. Okay, so I had clicked that one. So now we have the numbers here and the numbers here. And if we look over here, the trend line stops here, the data points. So, but what we could do is estimate, because we have this pattern, and look and substitute 9 in for x to get the value that the number of deaths per 100 people would be for men 55 to 59 if they're eating 9% of their calorie intake is animal protein. And the way that I can do that is I'm going to move this over here, and I have my equation. So I just say, I always start with an equal sign, and then it looks like 79.624. And then we're going to multiply that, because it's being times by x, by 9, and then subtract 140.58. And then we'll see what we get for that. So then we get, so if they have 9% of animal protein, then they would have 500, this would be the estimate, 576 deaths per 1,000 men between these ages in 20 different countries. Sorry about the dog barking. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.